beyond Reaper's Underground. We hope you survive.
Oh, and yes, indeed, my demons, his work is never done because I'm right here. You know what time it is out there in Black Flame Land. It is time for Reaper's Underground to kick off an epic weekend of programming. And don't forget, after this podcast, we have the Horror Barbecue coming up at 9:30. So stay with me all night. And we are so privileged to have these two fine gentlemen with us tonight, making their debut on the Underground. We have Casey and Sam from Screams by Night podcast and Halfway to Halloween Con, because guess what? Yours truly, the Big Bad Devil Daddy himself, will be there this month, and we're going to be talking about all that wonderful stuff. But before we get into all this madness, demons, I want you to share this shit out. Anywhere and everywhere there is a horror lover, because we are going to celebrate the weekend early tonight. But before we kick it off, we're going to take a quick commercial break to our brothers over at Villain Arts Tattoos. Check that shit out. That's right. You know what to do. You find out every single week, because I tell you, if you want a high quality tattoo from some of the best in the country, including members of Ink Master, when they come to your city, your state, your town, as this is the largest tattoo convention in the world, you need to get down to Villain Arts Tattoos and get yourself a great tattoo. Check out all of the awesome vendors and performers that are just to die for. All right. Welcome, Sam and Casey. How are you motherfuckers doing tonight?
Man, doing great. Thanks for having us on the show. We've got a lot of fun shit to talk about tonight.
We like fun shit around here, and we do some fucked up shit as well. Anyway, I'm just messing with you. What's going on, Kyler, Lizzie, Aaron, and all you beautiful demons out there watching? So, man, what an exciting month for you guys. I'm sure it's probably stressful, too, seeing as the con is just around the corner.
It's here. It's basically here.
It's basically here.
It's go time. It's go time for us. Yeah.
So how are things going in preparations for Halfway to Halloween Con?
The lack of sleep's already started. I feel like I've been an insomniac for the last week.
The nervous sweats are coming in. Yeah.
Hearing for your life.
Yeah. Sam has not, as far as I know, I'm the only one that's had an actual dream about the convention this year. You had a very crazy one about last year's convention. So
I did, yeah.
We're hoping we keep our nightmares to a minimum in our sleep schedule this next month.
Well, nightmares are our business. So
they are, but I want to keep them till that weekend. I don't need them leading up to that.
Yeah.
Right. Because I mean, there's nothing worse than, being on high octane and your heart's about to fucking jump out of your chest,
Yeah.
like Alien.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could only imagine. And how long have you guys been doing this con?
This is our second year that we've been doing the Screams by Night halfway to Halloween con. We've been doing the podcast. We're in our 4th year, right, Sam?
Yeah, 4th year. 4th year now. Second year of doing our own con, but we did used to work for like a bigger, not horror specific con, like just a pop culture con in our city.
Maglomalia of things.
Yeah.
And we were the horror guys there. So anytime there was a horror guest, it was, hey,
like,
Sam, hey Casey, what do you guys think of this person, or who do you guys want to bring in? So we were definitely the horror guys, the horror dudes there. Yeah.
They just like the guts and boobs.
Yeah, that's the rep.
True.
That's the rep.
Which is really sad because there are multi levels to horror. There are so many different kinds, from trash horror to demonic cinema, your occult movies, slasher genre. I mean, so many giallo. I mean, they're all over the place. Yeah. So what kind of got you guys? Did you just kind of look at each other and go, we could probably do this ourselves?
So
Casey did.
I
He's like, we could do this ourselves, and I went, huh?
Are you sure? No, we actually got a lot of inspiration from our friends at Halloween-a-Palooza. They do a Halloween convention every year in Iowa, in Ottumwa, Iowa. And
I am familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, and so we've gone there a couple times now, and finally we're like, man, this is, as cool as this is and how as professional as this is, it's literally just a bunch of dudes that are friends that wanted to throw a Halloween party. Why don't we throw a Halloween party? And then we realized, all the Halloween stuff is like kind of relegated to October in South Dakota, right. And it's just that like 2 or 3 week window leading up to Halloween that the horror stuff happens. And we're like, that's no fun. We like to have fun. We like to be horrified year round. So why not do it halfway to Halloween?
Exactly. Halloween is a way of life.
Exactly.
Especially for me.
And by then, Joe Bob was doing the last drive-in, doing his halfway to Halloween special every year. And that's like, I think that's my favorite episode to watch every year. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like, let's do halfway to Halloween.
It's our favorite Joe Bob special to watch every year. So we decided, hey, let's plan a weekend where we can't watch that special.
Where we can't watch it. Yeah.
It's great. It's great. No, I'm very excited. But yeah, I am like, my treat on Sunday after all of this shit is over is going to be firing up Joe Bob and watching the Walpurgis Knot special.
Yes. I'll be doing something a little bit different on Walpurgis Nacht, but I am the dark one. So, naked women, fire. Oh, never mind. You don't want to hear about all that. Anyway. So, yeah, such a shame that his show's coming to an end.
Yeah.
But as he said, the drive-in will never die.
No, of course not. And we have pretty much all the episodes that you can go back and watch anytime you want. That's kind of the beauty of streaming. So it'll be cool for the fans to be able to have that. And I honestly, in South Dakota, I didn't think anything was going on like this because the country pretty much takes me to Chicago. I haven't gone to Iowa yet for like a con, but Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, like I've done that part of the circuit. The East Coast keeps wanting me to come over there, but it's like, well, you gotta pay for that. That's a far reach.
You're like, in this economy, you want me to come out there?
Oh, and $4 a gallon. Get the fuck out of here. No way. You got to at least give me that and some money for cheese and crackers. I'll sleep on the floor. I don't care. But it just so happens that, yep, you guessed it. Guess who's
Yeah.
coming? And such a great list of people that are coming to this con. So if you guys want to kind of go through that, let all the wonderful addicts and demons out there know who's coming to this con.
Yeah, I mean the two guests that we kind of started with and built our way through with the con was it was Michelle Bauer and Brink Stevens, two of the three
Brink
like
Stevens.
classic scream queens, right?
Absolutely.
We did at one point have an idea to bring Linnea in, but as these things turn out, sometimes like stuff just doesn't work out. Sometimes
For
you
sure.
realize your
Timing is
budget might not be there for a holy trinity yet, but maybe down the
We'll
road.
get there.
So we're really excited. We've met Brink before. This will be the first time either of us have
She's
met
amazing.
Michelle. But she's been so great in like the correspondence and the lead up to it. Like I'm so excited to have both of them. We
Just
obviously-
two sweethearts. Like they are just
Yeah.
the nicest
absolutely.
people. Yeah, we've met Brink in person twice at two other conventions.
Yeah.
And then did an interview with her on our podcast. And after that podcast, I think it was kind of just, hey, anytime you guys want to do something, let's work it out. And Michelle was on board because of Brink. I mean, they've been besties forever, so it was super cool to get both of them to come hang out in South Dakota. I think for the first time for both of them, because I remember Brink talking at one of our conventions that we went to. It was at Halloween-a-Palooza one year, and she's like, "There's two places I've never. It was either never been to or never shot a movie at, and it was North Dakota and South Dakota. So we're crossing one of the Dakotas off the list.
Yep. So, your move, North Dakota.
Yeah, North Dakota, you can figure it out.
Well, didn't they shoot the Prophecy franchise in Dakota, or at least it was set in either South or North Dakota? I'll have to look that up.
It was probably North Dakota. South Dakota sucks for having any sort of connection to horror.
Well,
we
now
have
me.
we have Mount Rushmore. That's like that's on the opposite side of the state from us.
Right.
That's just real life horror. So
I love it. And it's so great because I was like, you know what? I just found out that I'm going to be in a movie with Brink Stevens. So the fact that I'm a guest at this con and I get to meet her before we do the film is even better. So that's going to be really cool.
Joe Castro's movie, right?
Correct. Yeah.
yeah.
We love Joe. He's awesome.
We love Joe. Yeah.
Love Joe. I've covered his Terror Tunes, his special effects career. Man, I think I interviewed him like 2 years ago. And we've been, best buds ever since. He's just an awesome guy.
Yeah.
You might want to think about trying to see if you can get Ginger Lynn. I'll have to let her know about your con, seeing as I was her body double in Grind. Well, she turns into a 9-foot demon, and that's me. So
that's awesome.
Gotcha.
That's awesome.
Oh, I got
love
some
that.
great pictures to show you. So when I get to the con, you'll get to see all the good behind the scenes stuff.
Hell yeah.
Who else you got coming?
Well, we've got Doug Morano of Bad Hand Books coming. He's recently he's been on a hot streak recently. One of his big projects right now is the End Times, which is like this post-apocalyptic horror story told in newspaper format. That's being it's like a subscribe apostolatory. Is that the word, Casey, or am I blanking on it? It's
That's it.
Yeah. And,
he sends out newspapers every month, literally newspapers that nobody gets anymore, but you get a newspaper set in the post-apocalypse, and it's like this small town trying to rebuild afterwards. And it features a guy some people might have heard of, Stephen King, as one of the contributing writers to it.
So
Stand.
Oh yeah.
Who is writing as Richard Bachman's wife. I'm blanking on her name.
Oh my God, yeah. It was on my brain, and then it just slipped
I
right
lost
out of it. Yep.
But yeah,
It was
But
there. It's gone.
it's gone.
Richard Bachman's widow is writing for the end times. So yeah, Doug Morano will be there. He'll be there with a ton of different Bad Hand titles. Casey, help me out.
Yeah.
Who's another one? We got Brian Clark, author Brian Clark, who's done novels
Yeah,
like
author.
novelizations
Nice.
of not The Taming of the Shrew. God, my brain is not working this week. Brian
The
Clark,
Killer Shrews.
The Killer Shrews,
The Killer
and
Shrews.
Beast from Haunted Cove,
Yes.
or Beast from Haunted Cave.
Hey, one horror movie that was shot in South Dakota, The Beast from Haunted Cove.
Yeah.
What's up, Luna Projects? It says Tabitha King is Stephen King's wife. Is that
Oh,
who
yeah,
you were
yeah.
looking for?
No,
No,
it's
It's a
I'm blanking on
fictional.
it. I will figure it
Oh, a
out.
fictional
Yeah,
character.
yeah. It's a
Oh,
I'll
it's a
look it up.
strange.
I'll find
Yeah.
Nice try, Luna Projects. You did a nice
No,
job.
but I do appreciate the assist because
Oh,
my
my
brain's
goodness,
obviously
trust me.
short circuiting all over
Yeah.
this place.
My viewers are always there when the ball gets dropped. They try to pick it right back up and say, "Oh, see, I'm smart."
Claudia Bachman.
Claudia,
There it
that's
Oh,
right,
don't
yeah,
be
yeah,
sorry.
There we
Luna.
I have
You
I
tried.
have my actual end times.
Oh, see, I think that is just
Yeah.
a very, very unique idea. And that's one thing that I could definitely say that I love about my travels during con season is seeing more and more authors showing up.
Yes.
It's like
I
it's
mean,
not
horror novels is
exactly horror novelists, and
huge.
it's not just Vincent Price's daughter going around. It's fantastic. Love it because
Yeah.
she's got all kinds of books and stuff. It's good to see good horror novels getting out to everybody, and it seems like there's a really good interest for it. So I'm pretty excited to check them out.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
good.
We've got a ton of just, and then there's just a bunch of vendors and stuff. Like we've got an outside of a dog book. There,
It's like a bookstore. We have game stores.
Yeah,
like
game
we have
stores.
vintage VHS
Yep.
posters, original artwork, like literally anything under the sun you can think of. And we have, I think, a couple people you might know.
yeah, a couple people.
Reaper.
Oh, more than likely.
I think so. I think there might be a little mischief going on at the con.
Yeah.
If
Yep,
I'm not
she will be there
mistaken.
as well.
Yeah, we're excited to
and-
have you both come up and hang out and share your work, because last year we had the Hodgebob crew come up,
Mhm.
Oh,
And they're coming
sure.
back too.
and they're coming
so,
back this
yeah.
year, and they did.
Oh.
They're like, this is the best con we've ever sold stuff at. So that makes me very excited as a
Oh,
fan
okay.
of indie
Well-
horror movies. Of like, if people are in South Dakota, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, are buying low budget indie horror movies from vendors, from filmmakers they might not have ever heard of, and just want to take a chance on them, I'm like, that's awesome. That's what we want. So that's why we're
their films tend to sell themselves. I mean, they're very
Well.
you know, let's just say, you know,
but the
there's a-
titles that
special
you're
picture.
in as well will sell itself. I mean, you're in a movie
Oh,
called
yeah.
Stoner Snake. I'm
Oh,
like,
man.
that sells
I'll tell you
itself.
what.
Come on.
I almost sold out all of my Stoner Snake copies at Cult Classic. That was my first time at Cult Classic, and I was like, "What?" Because I have copies of Creep Footage, which is a psychological, like a found footage horror that I play a caretaker of a haunted asylum. And there's a serial killer involved by the great Kevin Jenserowski. And it just sat there. They're like, Stoner Snake, give it, take my money. I'm like, what? And of course, you know, they love getting pictures with me with my co-star Golemar, the, you know, coolest space snake that there ever was, who just happens to love to smoke up. So, yeah, Stoner Snake. Not to mention the Not There franchise by Josh Wynn of NC-17 Productions. I play something a little bit different in that it's kind of like paying homage to the Crypt Keeper, only much darker. much darker. I'm funny, but it's very, very twisted humor.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Josh just told me. Speaking of which, good to see you, sir. Starting in May, I will have Not There Blu-rays and DVDs to sell. So,
Hell yeah.
woohoo! Nice. Can't wait to get that one on there. And of course, Grind. I can't keep my hands on that one. It's I don't know if you guys have had a chance to see it yet, but it's pretty awesome.
Okay.
I have been
Just
wanting
a
to watch
amazing
it.
cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't got it on the platforms yet. Last I knew, he was waiting for it because we did quite a theater run for that film, which it's like every time I looked on Facebook, we're showing it in another theater in another state. I'm like, holy shit. But like I said, Ginger Lynn's in that one, as well as Lynn Lowry. The great Shonda Rawlings is in it as well. Just a wealth of talent and love went into that film. And it'll make you laugh, it'll make you cry, and it'll scare the shit out of you, especially, a possessed me running after you. And then I get to puke on one of the cast members with some purple goo. Who doesn't want to see that?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, just it's crazy. I started this journey 5 years ago, and here I am almost 50 titles in, and I'm just like, never would have guessed, because I was actually a professional heavy metal drummer for about 30 years until I decided to stop touring. And that's how I got into acting, because I was like, that was my second love. When I was 8 years old, I discovered Black Sabbath and the movie 1978 Halloween at the same time, and I just happened to go the drumming route first, but I was still practicing my movements. Thank you, Jason. Man, that's another one guys should look into, like CJ Graham.
Oh yeah, we
Ari Lehman, first
love
Jason.
CJ. Yeah.
Yeah, we've actually
CJ
worked
is
with
just
CJ. Yeah.
We worked with CJ at the previous con we were at.
Oh hell yeah!
I have a
Did
funny
he
story
show you
about
his
that.
Chippendales.
Yes, I have a picture of that in my closet. Okay, I got way too excited.
You might
My
wanna keep that
wife
to
and I are
yourself.
we're getting ready to move. As you can see behind me, my room is just empty. There's nothing on my walls anymore.
Mhm.
And so she was cleaning out her closet, and I pulled out a picture, and it was just Chippendales CJ Graham signed by him. I'm like, you still have this? And she was ready to throw it away. I'm like, you can't throw this away. You got to keep this.
She's like, hey, that's part of my spank bank. Leave me alone.
No, she gifted it to me, so now it's part of my.
Oh, she can't.
Yeah.
Well, now you have your
No,
room.
at the con, it was fun. He did a full photo shoot as Jason Voorhees from Part 6, and I was
amazing.
helping him put it all together. And he's like, "Yeah, there's one thing I always don't get right when I do my costumes. My belt is always a little too far left or right. Can you make sure it's centered with me?" And I'm like, I'm like moving Jason Voorhees' belt to make sure it's center on him. Like, what is going on?
And while you're down there, you want to check to see if it still works.
Can I get a preview of the Chippendales while I'm down here or what?
Oh my goodness. Hey, I mean, that's a claim to fame right there. You got to center the belt buckle of Jason.
I gotta center his belt buckle. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with this one as well. If you guys could look into the great Lloyd Kaufman. Oh my goodness, get some Toxic Avenger up in there.
And that's how we kicked off our convention last year. It was our first year, and we built it around bringing in Mark Torgel, Melvin the Mop Boy himself, as our featured guest last year, and kind of built the con around the Toxic Avenger.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we showed the Toxic Avenger at the State Theater here in Sioux Falls, which is our historic theater. Super cool to do that. His mop is still, I think, somewhere in the theater, right?
It's in the theater, yeah. He signed the mop that we got him and gave it to the theater at the end of the night, because we literally the day before the con, Casey and I were just running around doing errands, and we were like, we got to go buy a mop.
We need a mop.
Right.
There's no way he has a mop, because why would you bring a mop on a plane? But we have to have a mop for him. So yeah, that's what we did. We stopped short of spray painting it green, which would have been cool, but we just kind of ran out of time. So
kind of ran out of time. It was harder than we thought to find an old school mop like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, everything today just You know,
Everything,
it's
nothing
way
looked right.
different.
There was just Roombas everywhere. We asked people for a mop, and they're like, "Well, we got Roombas." I'm like, "I don't want that. I want a mop."
We have a Roomba or a Swiffer.
Oh, and by the way, Lloyd Kaufman's personal Texas Toxie is Aaron, who is also Morty on the Horror Barbecue Show.
Oh,
He
yeah.
says, "Thank you both
We love Toxic,
for
so thank
making
you.
Sure." Hell yeah!
Well, it's fun. So I kind of mentioned, showing Toxic Avenger last year as part of our event. This year, since Brink and Michelle are there on April 24th at the State Theater, we're showing Sorority Babes and the Slime Ball Bolorama and doing a Q&A with Brink and Michelle afterwards. So super cool. I don't know the last time Sorority Babes was shown in a theater anywhere, let alone in South Dakota. Probably never in South
Let
Dakota.
alone at a beautiful, historic 1926
Restored
theater.
theater. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody was outside, picketing. Go away. Man, that'd be awesome. No, that's killer, man. Are you guys planning on showing any films this time?
Yeah.
What's that?
Like,
Sam,
sorry.
go ahead.
No, what? I don't know. I'm confused. What?
I think Sam.
I said, are you guys showing any films this year?
Just
Yes,
Sorority Babes
just
is
Sorority
the
Babes.
is the one.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, is that the Acrostar Productions?
That is the Empire Pictures.
Oh, okay.
Charlie Band one
That's the problem.
that she turned into a sequel.
I'm like,
Sorority Babes too.
Yeah.
gotcha. I'm like 1,500 years old here, guys. So there are so many different sorority babe titled movies out there right now.
yeah.
So if you don't give me the second half of that title, I'm gonna automatically think it's the one that Acrostars did.
The one where the sorority babes are there, but they go to a slime ball bowl.
There we go. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, shoot. I can't remember the last time I saw that I was a kid. I mean, I was a kid in the 80s, so I got to be part of the whole horror movement there, watching it unfold, and that was a classic. So kudos to you. And do you have like any vendors that are doing any creations, like their own kind of like stuff,
So
clothing, etc.?
yeah, well, we have our friend Izzy Romero. She does a lot of the effects for Hodge Bob. She's been doing all of that stuff. She will have a booth there where she'll be doing like airbrush stuff or prosthetics.
Nice.
And we've shared the menu on our socials already. So
I love that you call it a menu.
I mean, it is like that's what it is. Like it's a whole menu of just different things you can. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm probably gonna do that and then hate myself because I'm not gonna want to eat or drink anything at our con because I just want my face to look fucked up, like. So.
Nothing
yeah,
like showing your true undead self.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, you already know that Reaper will be in full effect.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
I just want to go up to that booth and be like, just give me the full fucking Fulci, just
Yeah.
eyeball hanging
Rip
out,
me up, have some,
everything.
flesh, feeling, blood. That's what I did when I did Attack of the Corn Zombies. I was like, make me disgusting, put holes in me. Literally, the wonderful effects gal was coming up and down the row of zombies. She got to me and I said, "You see, I have no hair." Everyone was complaining about getting blood in their hair, right? I'm like, "No, this is a fucking zombie movie. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna dip both your hands into that bowl of blood and slap it on me." Oh man, I was disgusting. I loved it. So I definitely understand how you feel.
Love that.
Any like costume contests or cosplaying type stuff? Any of those kind of
No costume contest or cosplay. So the venue we're in, it's kind of small. We're packing in as much as we can into this
Nice.
venue. So we have over 30 vendors and guests there. We'll have food trucks out back, but that is a plan for the future to do costume contests, to to have full cosplay stuff.
Mm.
So that is a goal for the future. Hopefully, if we can get into maybe a bigger space or something in future events. But
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
we're
I
just
mean,
we're
you're in the
packing
building- you're
all
in
of
the
us
building
horror nerds
stage,
into
you
one
know?
building. Yeah,
And that's not to say that cosplay isn't
encouraged.
allowed or encouraged. Yeah, like I mean,
People will
if you want to
always
show
come
up
dressed
in costume, it's a Halloween con. Show up in costume. You know,
Yeah.
Oh,
we
yeah.
might have you take off your mask at the booth just to make sure you're not like a
Make sure you're not an actual
zombie.
like ghoul or
Yeah.
something.
But you're not a creeper. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. But
That you don't have a van out back with no windows.
once we give you the optical pat down or the ocular pat down at the gate, you're
I
good to
think
go
that
in
is
and put your
so
mask back on.
important.
And yeah.
So important. We would any con. You never know when people are bringing in knives and
Mhm.
machetes and live chainsaws. You know what I mean? You just never know because so many of these cosplayers, and I love them. I mean, they go all in.
Yeah.
To bring it to life and pay homage to a lot of the icons. Did you happen to see like a lot of like Art the Clown stuff at your first one?
Some action figures being sold for sure.
Interesting. Okay.
We have our friends at Terror 29, which is a haunt in Brandon, South Dakota,
Nice.
that also doubles as like a year-round Halloween shop. And they I think they sold a lot of Terrifier stuff.
I'm sure they
at that
did.
Con.
Yeah.
You want to blow that place out? Get my good buddy David Howard Thornton in there.
Yeah.
They
That's-
will-
I think we need a new venue if we just got him. Like,
we definitely would need a different venue if we got David Howard Thornton. But
yeah, for sure.
he is definitely on the wish list because that dude is awesome.
And he loves to go around. Like,
Yep.
He'll, if you can, make it happen, he'll make it happen. Great human being. How many people do you think actually came through last year? Pretty good amount. Was the reception pretty good?
Oh
here's the funny thing, just to kind of sort of peel back the curtain. So in Sioux Falls, especially,
Yeah.
it's the largest city in the state by a lot. But people wait until the last minute to buy their tickets to anything, whether it's a concert,
Isn't
a
that
sporting
wild?
event, anything. They will wait to the last minute. So we were sitting there the day before and like, nobody's buying a ticket. It's just going to be us hanging out with vendors. That's cool. Like, that's fun. We're
And
still
they're
going to have
going
fun.
to kill us.
And then all of a sudden, 8:00 that night, we just got tons of tickets sold. I'm like, okay, that's cool.
Holy
And the next
shit.
day, it was hundreds of people just walking up to the door. So we estimated it was about 250 to 300 people came through for
That's
this one
pretty damn
day,
good
one
for
day
a con this
first
size.
year event. Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing was like we had initially said like we're cutting off tickets at midnight the day before the con, like the online tickets.
Mhm.
And then like it was 11:50 and Mark Torgle's flight got delayed, so we weren't even picking him up at the airport until almost midnight the night before.
Yeah, we were still sitting in the,
so
the airport.
we were sitting in the
man, I know how
airport
that goes.
when those first like panicked like, oh, I don't want to pay $5 extra at the door buys started coming in, right? Because like
Mhm.
if anybody's planning on going to the con and you're listening to this, buy your tickets in advance because you get $5 off of your ticket price. It's going to be $15 at the door. It's only $10 online. But also, like, it helps us know how many people are going to be there.
Yeah,
and
Sam
it
won't
puts a
have
lot
too many
off.
nervous sweats
Yeah.
if you buy your ticket now.
I will
They'll
be
still
much
have the
less of
nervous
an
sweats.
anxious
They'll
wreck.
still be there, but it won't be as much.
But like,
Oh,
it was
geez.
nuts. We were in the car just watching these like ticket orders blow up while we were waiting for Mark Torgle. And like we were like, well, we can't shut off the tickets now. Like people are buying them, So we
Yeah.
kept it on until like 7 a.m. the day of the con or something like
Yeah.
that. And it was just like, whatever.
Oh, jeez.
Whatever.
By the way,
So-
everybody out there in Black Flame land, Facebook has done it again. The only way to catch the live stream right now on Facebook is to click on my face. That's right, the icon on Reapers Underground page, and it will come up as I have just figured that out. And looks like same with Black Flame Entertainment's page as well. So. Nonetheless, we are still very much live and visible on YouTube. The Facebook has a war against me. Gee, I wonder why.
Thanks. Zuck.
I'm not exactly wholesome entertainment with the 4 shows I do a week. So I do a little bit of everything. Obviously, Reapers Underground is what started it all. And then that grew into a metal show, a separate horror show just for horror, and then a variety comedy reaction kind of show. And we get pretty dirty, pretty nasty all over there. So on Saturday nights.
That's when you got to be dirty and nasty, though, right?
Well, sure. I mean, with a
it's
name like
Saturday
the
night.
goddamn program, I mean, what do you think it's going to be about? Where sin is in. Anyway. No, that is really, really cool. So what kind of gave you guys the push to start the podcast?
I mean, Casey had a podcast when I met him, and
Nice.
I didn't because I just wrote all of my stuff in solitude, just alone. You know,
Sure.
I didn't have friends. And then, like, somehow he was like, "Do you want to get on a camera and on a mic and talk about horror movies with me?" And I was like, "I mean, yeah, sure." So we
Everyone's
started talking
listening to
horror
me.
movies. And then that show ended. We had like a bigger show that was a wider, like it wasn't just horror. And then we had our like horror sub show under that one.
Okay.
And then we ended that whole thing because we just felt like we had done everything that we could with it. It was kind of just reaching a natural conclusion. And we were like, no more podcasts. We're just gonna like focus on maybe making films or writing or blah 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 or whatever. And that lasted like maybe, I don't know, 8 months. And then
You're
it
like,
was
we
just like
missed it.
we were talking like weekly about horror movies anyways, and it's just like, why don't we just record this and do a fucking
Yeah, why don't we just
podcast
put
again?
some microphones in front of us and
And then
Yeah, I mean,
somehow it just spiraled into like this big thing where we have like a convention now, and like we run a film fest and just tons of insane shit that like, I don't know. It's funny. I feel like we try very hard at this show. I don't want to put anything out there that says anything contrary, but it was like, I feel like the show that we had before this was more intentionally like, what can we do to make this? And this started as just like, fuck, let's just talk about horror movies. And this is what happens.
Oh,
You know?
well, I
Like-
think it shows how passionate we are.
Yeah.
yeah.
Boris cameo.
Yeah, Boris
Um,
cameo.
Yeah, I mean,
Say
I
hi
think
to
it
the
just shows
people,
how
Boris.
passionate we are. Like, and I think I hope people can see that when we do our show and do our convention and when we host our film festival, how passionate we are about all of this stuff. And I think that hopefully shines through.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think for us connecting, it's kind of, in a way, I would say I don't know if I necessarily believe in fate, but it's kind of fate. Like Sam and I both are originally from Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
We
Okay.
figured out Sam's a year older than I am, so we were in high school about the same time. We were more than likely in the same place at the same time at least once during high school, but never knew it until 10 years later. When we both moved to South Dakota. And so I
Mhm.
feel like, I don't know, we're just these two Iowa boys that somehow ended up in South Dakota, that somehow ended up talking about horror movies together because we were scared little children who were terrified of horror movies, but still found that weird fascination with them. And as adults grew into just loving every single type of horror movie out there.
I mean, honestly, I think that's everyone's affinity for horror movies. It's like people who go to amusement parks, they get the shit scared out of them when they go on a roller coaster.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But they just keep coming back because it's like that jolt, like you're safe where you are in your home with your parents or whatever, but it's like you're watching characters like Leatherface, and zombies coming up out of the ground. I mean, that shit is terrifying, and your head starts spinning like, oh, what if that actually could happen?
Oh God, yeah.
I think that's the draw, and we love that. We love our icons for scaring us, or obviously the beautiful scream queens who have just bedazzled us, like that's the kind of woman I want. Like Barbara Crampton and all them. Oh man. Anyways, that's a whole nother story. But and the love of a good story, like who didn't love like campfire stories, ghost stories, stuff like that. And it's just, it never leaves us. Now, I don't really care that Hollywood dropped the ball. I really don't, because that's allowed indie film to shine, and it's outclassing them in the storytelling, the character developments, and obviously practical special effects with no CGI is even fucking better. And I think the acting is better too. And that's really what kind of led the genre in the first place, was independent film.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. I think, when something like Sinners comes out, like that's obviously, I love that movie, right? And I wanted it to win Best Picture at the Oscars. I didn't give a shit about most of the other movies that were nominated, right? I'm a horror person, and I'm fully willing to admit that bias. And I'm stung a little bit that like it missed out on the big award, but at the same time, I'm like, horror is always like, it's always an outskirts kind of thing, and like,
yeah, there's only been six winners, I think, over an entire 50 years of the Oscars.
Yeah. And so it's like, yeah, I mean, it's still an outsider, even when something like Sinners breaks down barriers and gets all that way. It's still like an outsider thing, and that's just, I don't know.
And I mean, I kind of bringing up the Oscars and indie film. I know both of these aren't necessarily indie films, but they are creator-driven films. Sinners and Weapons, both huge winners at the Oscars. Yeah. Both very much like a singular vision from two different directors who just had this massive idea and brought it to the big screen. And I think that's the same with true indie films, is directors and creators and actors and actresses and all these people that work on these movies have that singular vision and just bring it to life.
That's right.
Where I think no other genre can really do that. We mentioned earlier, like how many different subgenres there are of horror movies. There's comedy, supernatural, zombies, slasher movies, teen movies. Like there's just so many different subgenres of horror. You don't get that.
There's something there for everybody.
In any other genre, like drama, you're not going to be like, this is a drama slasher. It's like that type of subgenre doesn't exist within dramas. Dramas are kind of just dramas, and maybe adding like the other big genres into them, like comedy or romance.
Yep. 100%. Yeah.
Versus horror movies, you can have all that stuff in there. You can have romance and comedy and drama and all that stuff more than likely in the same movie.
I mean, honestly, I'm surprised that the Smile movies never got nominated. As far as I know, that was really well done too.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck who gets nominated, honestly, as long as some horror does get nominated, just to show that yes, we pretty much have y'all beat when it comes to people wanting to go to the movie theater, because they know that shit's going to be scarier on the big screen. But
there are two things that sell well in movie theaters.
Yeah. Not a fan.
Yeah, same.
Ruined one of my favorite franchises of all time. What the fuck was Halloween Ends? Oh my! You threw him in a wood chipper.
I'll stay quiet.
Oh, the fight of a lifetime that lasted all of 4 minutes.
You and Casey will get along on that.
It's not a good movie.
No, honestly, that I think that was the only film I have ever said on camera. Don't watch it. Just don't. Don't even put yourself through the stress of it. But getting back to your podcast though, it's one thing that I've learned. Because I don't think necessarily that, me doing the makeup and the different characters and stuff like that, because that's just a tribute to some of my heroes and the art of the horror host, from like way back when. Son of Ghoul, Ghoulardi, Svengoolie, people like that. There's never been one online, especially on a smaller scale, talking about independent film. It's personality. You don't have to have a gimmick. You don't have to have any sketches put together. It's personality and passion. That's what I think fans connect with the most. So the fact that you guys are back at it and you're doing it and you're going strong, and then it evolved into your own con, that's fucking amazing. So obviously people relate to you.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys know your audience,
I mean, and we love the gimmicks. Like if we could, like, I would love to have some sort of gimmick. The original pitch for us doing Screams from the Basement was doing it as a Scooby-Doo podcast. We love Scooby-Doo. Awesome. And so we thought of doing a Scooby-Doo podcast, and we're like, that might get old for us, maybe a little too fast, of like, how often can we talk about, the same Scooby-Doo stuff? Turns out we can still do it all the time. Yeah. But it's more fun when we can talk about every type of horror, including Scooby-Doo. We can talk about everything from Scooby-Doo up to Human Centipede 2. Like, that rhymes.
We could talk about that movie. Yeah.
We're not going to. But yeah.
Only if you don't want to keep your dinner down.
Yeah. So yeah, I think for us, it's just been super cool to see where the podcast has gone and where it's taken us. Because again, we're two dudes that love horror movies, and I mean it is our life. I mean, in many parts, it's not just a part of it. It is our biggest passion. So yeah, it's super cool to have an outlet, multiple outlets now to share that passion.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Do you guys ever foresee yourselves doing your own films?
Yeah, I mean, we have shot some stuff. We need to do some editing on a short that we filmed a few years ago that just is sitting in clips. But we also, we've done work on a local sitcom, Last Stop the series, that we sell at our events, and that's like a retail-based sitcom. Like, it's based on an actual used CD and DVD shop that we have in town in Sioux Falls. And that's been really fun because Casey and I both do, like, a little acting, a little camera work, some sounds. We've picked up a lot of tools just being on that set and learning from people who have been doing this for a lot longer than us. So yeah,
I can definitely say I've learned a whole hell of a lot over the past 5 years on, the people that make the magic happen. It's like I can deliver on screen all day, but their job, woo, wow. Just as simple as holding a boom mic in the right place, to catch voices and
that can literally make and break a movie. I don't care. Like, you can have a movie that looks like shit, but if it sounds decent, people will forgive it. You could have like fucking Avatar on screen, and if you can hear the wind and like the sound is muffled or it's peaking, no one gives a shit. Like, it is like, oh, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. Like,
at our film festival, that's the first thing we tell to, especially the younger, like high school, college age students that submit to our film festival. Make sure that first things first, your movie sounds good. Doesn't matter if it looks good or is edited good or well acted or good writing. Make sure it sounds good, because if it sounds like shit, we're not playing it.
I mean, I've seen, films that people just fucking rave about, and this is in the underground. And I'm not going to name any names because I don't do that. But there are a few films where it's like they didn't mic up the person, and I don't know if they just weren't, depending upon what equipment they were using, the voice actually cracked sound wise. You know what I mean? Like they're yelling or something. It's like I'm like, oh man, it's like getting hit in the ear with a pencil.
Oh yeah.
That
like,
and music, like your score, that should be I think is very important too.
It actually mix your sound. Like and actually mix your sound. There have been times where like a score track has come in and it has been 10 times louder than the audio.
Oh my
than any of the, and it's just like, oh my God, you just plugged the track in and said that's good. You didn't make any adjustments. Like,
how do you not adjust it? Because what happens if the music overshadows what your actors are saying?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, like, then you're just Christopher Nolan.
Yeah. Nailed it. Oh man. Well, I wish you guys the best success with everything that you're working on. And it's really inspiring to me because I just a little while ago announced that I'm making my first film.
Dude.
Actually taking a director's seat. Oops. Oh no, here we go. But everyone's been super supportive, and it takes a lot to do it. To take that chance, because it's like, oh well, a million things could go wrong. But that's our love and our passion of storytelling. And the con, man, that's my favorite part of the year. I always say, man, being on set is like the best thing in the world because you never want to leave. It's fun to be other people. But going to cons and meeting people I've never met before, and they say, love your show, love your films. And I'm like, you watched it? I'm like looking around like, me? No way. I'm just some asshole in paint, But there's nothing like the love of the horror community. So that's something very special that you're doing in your town. And I am very, very happy to be a part of it. And let's just do that reminder. Saturday, April 25th in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Screams by Night, halfway to Halloween Con. And let's shameless plug the fuck out of it. Where can they get tickets? How much is it? And all the things.
I can take that, Sam. I think you're waiting for me to jump.
Go ahead, man.
I'm telling you, my insomnia this week has just fried my brain.
Well, in that case, I will do the plugging here.
Go for it.
You can go to screamsfromthebasement.com/screamsbynight. That's the home to our podcast and all things Screams by Night. That's where you can get your tickets there. $10 if you buy them online, $15 at the door. Again, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, April 25th at the Social. Super easy drive for anyone hopping off the interstate into Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Brink Stevens, Michelle Bauer, Steve, living good. Kelsey, living good. Doug Morano, over 30 vendors, food trucks, so much fun stuff going on. Celebrating halfway to Halloween Con in South Dakota as South Dakota's one and only horror and Halloween convention.
Man, that is like the best thing that you could say right there. The only one in the area. I mean, no one else has that claim but you, and I think that's just odd.
We took over an entire state. It's
I'm
ours.
telling you, it's like they only got one place to go. And and it's not like Texas, man, where there's like 4 or 5 different major cons that come through there. It's hard, especially if they end up in the same weekend. You guys kind of got the market completely cornered, which is badass. Love it. All right. For everyone that has shown up for you tonight, what is your lasting message for them?
Be good to each other and watch more horror movies.
Simple and humble as always, as the underground truly is. Again, thank you both so much for joining me this evening. I will see you in 3 weeks. Can't wait. We're going to light it up in epic fashion. Don't forget Demons coming up in just, 13 minutes. The horror barbecue. I know Morty's just itching to come out of his little cove there. So definitely stay tuned, stay with us, and always stay heavy.
Thank you for joining us on Reapers Underground. Stay tuned for more from Black